Good morning, kids. I hope you had a great week last week remembering that you are forgiven. This Wednesday, February 10th at 6:30, we will be having another Kids Zoom meeting. Once again, it will be a fun time to see each other and learn together. Do you remember what book of the Bible we read from last week? That's right, the book of Psalms. This week, we will look at another chapter from the book of Psalms and learn that we are known by God. I hope that by the end of this lesson, you know why it is such great news that we are known by God. It's been a long time since we have been in the church together. So, when we come back, there might be people here that you don't know. In fact, most of you have never met me in person before. God knows everyone, even though we don't know everyone. And we often meet new people that we don't know, either here at church or at school or even on a sports team. God knows everyone. That's crazy, right? God knows everyone that has lived, everyone who is living now, and everyone who will live in the future. That is so crazy. That is so many people. But still, we are known by God. Can you imagine knowing that many people? I can't. I can barely remember all of your names. Not only does God know so many people, He knows everything about each one of them. God knows you more than your best friend knows you. He knows you more than even your parents know you. The first two verses of Psalm 139 tell us how much God knows us. It says, "O Lord, you have searched me and know me. You know me when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar." God knows each one of us. He knows every move we make and every thought we think. Do you know everything that your siblings or friends are thinking? I don't think so. God knows so much about us, even down to what we're thinking. This is because God is present everywhere. The fancy word for this is omnipresent. God is omnipresent. That means He is everywhere at once. You and I can only be in one place at once, but God is everywhere all the time. Because God is all-knowing and present everywhere, He knows everything about us no matter where we are. We are known by God, and there isn't a place where we can be where God is not with us. God is always with us, and all His people across the whole world are known by Him. Let's go see what Jimmy has learned. Jimmy, nice to see you again. You must be out of cookies.
Hi, Mr. Alfred. Actually, no. I still have some cookies at home. I came to talk to you about your missions trip.
Oh, cool. Did you get a chance to talk to your parents about it?
Yeah, I did. They think it would be fun and a good experience for me. Though, it'd be a bit scary.
It would be a good experience. There is so much to learn.
I've never been on a trip to a different continent before.
It makes sense that you might be worried or nervous, but you can trust God to care for you. God cares for you here at home, and He will also care for you wherever you are.
Wow, I hadn't thought of that before. God is so big. So God will follow me wherever I go?
Well, He doesn't follow you necessarily, because He is already there, wherever you go. God is everywhere, so there isn't anywhere you could go where He isn't.
Wow, that hurts my mind.
Yeah, it is a bit confusing, but God isn't like you and me. He can be everywhere at once, and He knows you.
That's pretty cool. Why does He care so much about me, Mr. Alfred?
He loves His people because He created them. God created you and loves you and cares for you.
I really like that. It's so cool that someone so big can love me when I'm just Jimmy.
You bet. And guess what? He knows and loves everyone around the world. That's the cool thing about missions. We can go all the way across the world and God is there too. And there are people there who are also known by God.
Whoa! I've never thought about all the people outside my home before.
I hadn't either, but that is why I love missions. God knows you and me, but He also knows people all over the world. And if you want to come with me on my missions trip, we can go and talk to other Christians in a different country.
That sounds really neat. I would love to. I just can't wait. I probably need to buy a second suitcase just to bring all the cookies I need for the trip.
Well, I don't think that's necessary, Jimmy. I think you can live without cookies for a couple weeks. But you can have some now.
Sweet. Cookies, cookies, cookies.
Thanks, Jimmy and Mr. Alfred. I love that no matter where we are, God knows us because He is everywhere. I can't wait to see you go on your missions trip together and all that you will learn. It is so great that we are known by God. We sometimes like to keep stuff to ourselves and don't want to share our thoughts with others. So it might be a bit scary that God knows everything we do and think. But the one who knows us is the God who created everything, and He loves us so much. David, in Psalm 139, talks about how important it is that God knows us. David says in Psalm 139, verses 9 and 10, "If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast." The point that David is making is that no matter where he is, God is with him to guide him and protect him. Because we are known by God, we can trust in Him to guide us and protect us because He knows everything. It's a really exciting thing that the God who is so big and created the sun, the whole world, the clouds, and the moon knows you, cares for you, and loves you. I hope that this week you remember that we are known by God and that He cares for each one of us. Have a great week. Bye.